Before we start the video, we ask you to leave a comment below. Your feedback is really important to our work. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button so we can keep producing more content. Thank you! In the basketball world, where promise comes and goes like waves, the Chicago Bulls may have finally found a rare treasure in the 2023 NBA Draft, Buzelis. The youngster, picked 11th overall, is already showing he has the potential to transcend early expectations. In a team struggling to balance its ambitions between now and the future, Buzelis emerges as a rising star who could change the fate of the franchise. From dark to bright, an unexpected revelation. When the Bulls drafted Buzelis, the consensus was clear: he was a project player, a raw talent that needed to be honed, shaped to compete at a higher level. His journey so far has been anything but conventional. Unlike stars who come to the NBA with bright resumes at traditional universities, Buzelis has taken a different path, playing in development leagues. It was, in a way, a gamble, and bets always come with risks. But it was in the game against the Nets that he showed that he is not just a promise, but a possible future for the Bulls. Buzelis scored an impressive 20 points, his best mark of the season. He was efficient on offense, hitting 7 of 10 shots, and lethal from long range, with 4 of 5 hits from the three-point arc. In addition, he contributed 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks, proving that his impact goes beyond scoring. The irony could not be stronger. A player who many considered raw demonstrated an impressive maturity on the court, being one of the pillars for the Bulls' performance. The +17 efficiency during the time he was on the court is a direct reflection of his influence on both sides of the game. Light in the midst of uncertainty, the timing couldn't be more opportune for the Bulls. The team is at a crossroads, too good to ignore, but not strong enough to be a real contender for the title. This dilemma is common in teams that find themselves in transition, but finding players like Buzelis can be the difference between years of rebuilding and an unexpected turn to competitiveness. The numbers don't lie. Before his breakout performance against the Nets, Buzelis had already shown signs of his potential against the Memphis Grizzlies, where he scored 14 points, grabbed 3 rebounds, and even contributed an assist and a block. Although he was overshadowed by stellar performances from LaVine and Nikola Vucevic, he remained steadfast, showing that he is more than a supporting actor in a talented cast. A silent warrior, the analogy of opposites. Buzelis is like a powerful underground current, invisible to many, but capable of transforming entire landscapes when it reaches the surface. He is not the flashy player who shouts out his potential from the get-go. Rather, he is the one who works quietly but with intensity, building solid foundations that support great edifications. If the brilliance of LaVine is like a fireworks show, and the consistency of Nikola Vucevic is like the stability of a mountain, Buzelis is like dawn, unobtrusive at first but impossible to ignore when its impact is fully revealed. A gold that needs to be cut. Finding gold in the draft is rare, but honing it is an art that requires patience and vision. For the Bulls, Buzelis represents more than just numbers. He is a chance to mold a player into a system that values him, drawing on his strengths while working on his weaknesses. The Bulls coach has already highlighted in recent interviews Buzelis' commitment to improving. He's a student of the game, he said. Every training session, every video analysis, he is there, attentive, absorbing everything like a sponge. This mindset is exactly what differentiates momentary stars from enduring legends. And while the Chicago Bulls work to create an environment where Buzelis can flourish, he has responded with performances that leave no doubt about his potential. The future is now for Bulls fans. Buzelis is not just a promise. He is a symbol of hope in a time of uncertainty. It represents the possibility that even in the midst of difficulties, there is light at the end of the tunnel. As the season progresses, eyes will Buzelis continue to evolve and become a key player in the Bulls' quest for relevance in the Eastern Conference? Or will it be another story of unrealized potential? What is certain, however, is that Buzelis has already won something rare: the trust of his teammates and the hearts of the fans. In a sport where expectations can crush even the most talented, Buzelis is showing that the real gold is not just in raw talent but in the determination to refine it. Buzelis shines not only for his skill, but for his story. He is living proof that sometimes the greatest gems are hidden in the most unexpected places. The Chicago Bulls may have found in Buzelis not just a player, but a new path, a new identity, and possibly a new era. And so, while the future is still open, one thing is certain: Buzelis is a rising star who has already begun to change the game. And for Bulls fans, that's nothing short of amazing. Buzelis, the beginning of a new era at the Bulls. Buzelis' journey goes beyond the courts. He symbolizes the transition of the Chicago Bulls from a team seeking identity to a team that can rediscover its glory. For a franchise that carries the weight of the Michael Jordan era and seeks to reinvent itself, finding a promising talent in the draft is more than luck. It's the opportunity to redefine its narrative. Battle against adversity. Buzelis is no stranger to fighting. Prior to his NBA debut, he faced criticism for not coming from a high-level university like many other rookies. This perceived disadvantage became his greatest strength. He brought with him a hunger to prove his worth, something often lacking in players who arrive with superstar status. Looking at his performance, it is clear that Buzelis turned doubts into fuel. He embodies the idea that greatness is not only in winning, but in overcoming expectations and challenges. And in the process, he inspires not only his teammates, but also a legion of fans who seek to believe again in the Bulls' potential. Impact on teammates. Veterans like LaVine and Nikola Vucevic have already mentioned how contagious Buzelis' hard work is. He has a work ethic that reminds us why we played this game, LaVine said after the win against the Nets. That renewed energy in the locker room could be the catalyst the Bulls needed to turn a good team into a legitimate title contender. In addition, Buzelis' style of play complements the squad. His ability to play well in multiple positions, coupled with his intelligence in reading the game, allows the Bulls to explore new strategies and formations. He's not just another player, he's a versatile piece that can fill crucial gaps in the Bulls system. The dream of the fans. Chicago fans have always sought a hero who could carry on the legacy of Michael Jordan, someone who embodied the passion and fighting spirit that defined the Bulls in the 90 seconds. Although Buzelis is still far from reaching this level, his early trajectory offers hope. He shows that the future lies not only in established stars, but in young people willing to build their own history. Building a path to success with the right support, Buzelis could become more than a seasonal revelation. He has the tools to evolve into a centerpiece of the Bulls, a player who can lead the team in decisive moments. His work ethic, combined with the experience he will gain alongside veterans, can shape him into a leader on and off the court. As the Chicago Bulls navigate the turbulent waters of the NBA, one thing is certain: Buzelis' journey is just beginning, and with each game, he moves closer to turning potential into reality, promise into impact, and hope into history. The Bulls may have struck gold in the draft, but now it's up to them to polish that gem until it shines on the NBA's biggest stage. Time will tell, but one thing is for sure: Buzelis is ready to make his mark, and fans couldn't be more excited.